Okay, in this video we are going to work on setting up and installing our Exodus wallet. Best thing is to always do this on a computer. It does work on a mobile device, but you're going to be better off on a computer. It's just easier to see and easier to manage things. So first of all, you're going to go to Exodus. Exodus.io, exodus.io, and then you're just going to click on the download button in the top right, and then on the desktop you're going to just go down here, download Exodus right here, and then it's going to list whatever computer you're on. So I'm on a Windows based computer, so I'm just going to click here and download the app. And it's usually, it's always best to use the Chrome web browser, so if you need that, you can download and install that. When you're in Chrome, you're going to see it come down in the bottom corner right here, so you can click on that to open it up, or you can open up your file manager, which is right here down at the bottom, or just type in file manager in the search and it'll come up, and it's just a folder looking thing. So you just click on that, and then you can also find, if you go into your folders, and on the left hand side here you can click on downloads, and then you'll see the Exodus, it'll look like that. And so I'm going to just click on the bottom one right here. Just going to click on that, and it's going to start to install the software, and it's usually fairly quick. And now it says Exodus has been installed. You can run it by clicking the shortcut on your desktop or in the app menu. So I'm just going to click on OK. So now I'm going to just close this Chrome window, and so now you'll see Exodus over here on your desktop, and so you can just double click on that. And there's your Exodus wallet installed. So what you're going to do now is you're going to want to go, first thing you're going to want to go over to the gear icon over here in the top. You can see it right here. So that's just your settings. You're going to click on that, and then what I do is I go to assets, the first one here, and I'm just going to uncheck everything except Bitcoin. I'm going to leave it checked, but because you can't uncheck it, and we need it. And I'm just going to go down and uncheck everything except, just make sure I got everything unchecked. Ethereum I'm going to keep checked because it has to be checked, and just keep unchecked, making sure everything is unchecked. And Tether USD, I want to keep that one. Just uncheck everything else like that. So you're going to end up with Tether USD. You're going to end up with Ethereum, wherever it is. There's Bitcoin, and then there's Ethereum. So then what'll happen, so that's what you want in there. So now the next thing to do is go over to your backup. So now here you're going to want to just put in a password, and make sure, please make sure you write this password down. It's very, very, very important. Don't just think you're going to remember it. Please write it down. I get so many people asking me, how do I recover my password? Well, in this case with Exodus, if you don't remember your password, you've lost all your Bitcoin. So we're going to be eventually dealing with thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars here. So this is like, you wouldn't lose your bank account password. You would write it down. So the same thing here, write it down, and then we don't have to have this conversation at a later time. So you put your password in there. I'm just going to redo that. Next, it's going to tell you to do it again. Click on next. And now in here, you're going to have 12 words. Now these words are random words that are generated for your wallet only. You're going to want to write these 12 words down. You can print out the phrases. If you don't have a printer connected to your computer, that's fine. Just get a piece of paper again where you wrote down your password, and just keep this paper in a handy place, and you can't ever lose it, or you're gonna lose all your Bitcoin that you've ever had. So and there's going to be lots being made in the future. So anyway, so what you can do is you can just hover over the words, and it'll bring up the word, and you can just write it down, and then just go down and write them in the exact order that they are, and put a number 1 and in the word, and number 2 in the word, so that we know. And so that way, if you ever need to restore your wallet, if your computer crashes or whatever, and you've got to reinstall Exodus on your computer, you can then reinstall your wallet. So I would suggest these words that you're writing down, all your passwords, make a couple copies. Make a couple copy for yourself so you have it on your desk. Make another copy so you store it somewhere out of your house in a safety deposit box, because you cannot lose these. You cannot lose this information. I can't stress it enough how you just cannot lose it. So anyways, once you've written all those words down, I'm just going to click print, because I can print them off. And so now all those words are printing out for me. I have a nice sheet that it's printed on, and it's handy to have that printed sheet. Okay, so then once you've written that down, you're going to click on next. And now what you're going to do is it's going to give you 4 words here. Now you want to click on one of the words that's in your list of words. So I'm just going to wait till mine prints out here. And so I'm going to click on, find the word that's in my list. So you find the word that's in one of your 12 words. You're going to click on that, and then you're going to click on finish, and now your wallet is installed. Okay, so now you want to click on security, and then you want to click over on, we're going to go to auto lock, and you want to click on the little arrow here, and you just want to make sure that your wallet locks every 5 minutes, so that if you log into it, and you don't log out, it will automatically lock your wallet so no one can access it. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is right at the top corner here, this is your home button. So you're going to click on that, and then this is basically your dashboard. Okay, so this is your assets that you have and whatnot. So now you're going to click on wallet, and now you're going to see you got Bitcoin. Okay, so now in this case we have nothing because we just opened up this app, and so now when you have Bitcoin, you can send Bitcoin, you can receive Bitcoin. So if you're sending Bitcoin, you can click on that, and you can put in the Bitcoin address that you're sending it to, the amount of Bitcoin or the amount of US dollars. Usually it's the Bitcoin amount that you're actually sending. If you want to go back, you can just click the X button here, and then if you're going to receive Bitcoin, you click here. And then what we want to do is with CashFX, this particular address that starts with BC1, CashFX doesn't recognize that Bitcoin address type. It's just a different type of address. So what we want to do is we want to click on this little arrow here, and that'll switch our address to the regular general type address, and that's the one we want to use for CashFX for when CashFX sends us Bitcoin. That's basically all there is to this wallet. We will, when we do actually do sending and receiving of Bitcoin, we will have different videos for that. But I believe that's all there is for this video. If you want to, say you want to exchange Bitcoin for Tether, you can just click on the exchange button. You'll put Bitcoin here. You'll put your whatever currency you want over here, which you could do the Tether, or you can just go in here. Just type it in there, USDT Tether, and then you'll put in how much Bitcoin. You can click max, half, or minimum, and then you can switch that over to Tether if you want. Tether is just a stable coin. It's a stable with the US dollar. So if you don't like to keep your your money in Bitcoin, you can always change it to USDT, and then it's not going to change with the value of Bitcoin. Anyways, that's all there is to the Exodus wallet. I hope that all makes sense. I mean, you can go through some of this other stuff, but most of it you're not going to need until you get a little bit more familiar with Bitcoin and investing and that kind of thing. All right, well, I hope that explains everything, and we'll see you in the next video.